JMO family, this is your boy Big C, back at you, baby, back at you with another hot video. Like I always say, I can't stop, I won't stop. I'm back at my family with another hot video. Thanks to all my JMO family. Gotta start off by saying that. Should have started off by saying thanks to all my JMO family. Appreciate the love and the support that you guys give me on my videos. Thanks to all my new subscribers for subscribing. And if this is your first time looking at the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because you know you're going to like it. You know you're going to want to join the family. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And also hit the thumbs up, thumbs down button at the end of the video or even at the beginning. You probably can tell if you like the video from the beginning of it. So go ahead and tell me by hitting the thumbs up or the thumbs down button how you feel. But once again, to all my JMO family out there, appreciate the love and the support. Your boy's back at you with another hot video. Today we're going to be reacting to ESPN's First Take with Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith. We will be reacting to one of their videos today. They're talking about LeBron and the game from last night. Is there any concerns that you have? So let's listen to these guys, and then your boy Big C, baby, gonna let you know how he feels. So let's jump into this thing. Let's get it!
Final 9.5 minutes of the game. The King went 6 of 9 with 14 points, and his teammates were 0 for 10 with 0 points. LeBron?
I think we played well tonight, even though we lost. And there's no, I hate losing, obviously, but I think the way we played, the way we shared the ball, defensively we were flying around as well. And those guys just, they played better than us tonight. So I like the start. I like the direction we're headed in.
Boy, LeBron getting a little light on top. He need to go on and just shave it off. Stop trying to save it, LeBron.
Concern in the land.
There is cause for concern, and I'll tell you why. When the Cavs beat the Celtics, and it was on the road. They got all these new players. They go on the road and they beat up the Celtics. And then a couple days later, they're at OKC and they beat OKC by a comfortable margin. I mean, the combined total of those two games was 30 points. Cavs were plus 30 against those two teams on the road as soon as they get the new players. The question was that sustainable? And our friends at Second Spectrum Analytics, Stephen A., know you love the analytics. Analyzed it, and what was found was that the Cavs were not only getting higher percentage shots than they normally get, that goes for several key players, including LeBron James, including J.R. Smith, but they were hitting those high percentage shots at an unsustainably high rate. Meantime, the Celtics were getting their normal shots and just missing. Now, whether they're just missing because there's more energy on the defense and that can rush someone's shot and all that kind of stuff, that's another question, and I think that's legitimate, and I think the Cavs defense has improved. But that's what the analytics showed. There should be some regression to the mean. So that's the first reason to be concerned. The next reason to be concerned is without Kyrie, like if you look at the players on the team, especially without Kevin Love there, you look at the players on the team, they're not great players. They're okay players. They're fine. They're NBA players of a type. They're high energy. They're younger now than they were, more athletic, longer wingspan type players, like that sort of thing. But none of them are really all-star caliber players. Rodney Hood, you hope, can develop a certain way. Larry Nance is the kind of guy you want on your team. But, just by themselves, these are not great players. So it was another cause for concern. And finally, what I saw, which is my real cause for concern in last night's game, and it may seem like a small thing, Stephen A., but I think it's significant. No one, look, at one point this was true at the end of the game. Maybe someone scored in, when it didn't matter anymore. But for like an 8-minute stretch, I want to say, LeBron was the only Cav to score. Now, that would be one thing if he was looking for teammates and they were missing shots, etc. But I didn't see that. And the telltale sign for me, it was about a minute 30 or something like that left in the game. It was 5-point game. LeBron's dribble, and then then takes a step back 3. And I think it was Chris Webber working the broadcast said he doesn't have a problem with that shot. LeBron's hot and everything. I had a problem with that shot. I thought that it betrayed a lack of trust in his teammates.
I agree with Max. I agree with him. Why are you taking a step back 3? That's you Klay now? You Klay Thompson?
Aren't good enough. I have to take matters into my own hand. And he was playing against a team that was sharing the ball, was looking for high percentage shots. Maybe had LeBron been more trusting in his teammates, the ball was moving, swinging around, and guys were taking higher percentage shots, they could have won that game. Again, 5-point game with a minute 30, you score a bucket, doesn't have to be a 3. It's a 1-possession game. You get a defensive stop, you can win that game. And I did not see that LeBron James who believed in his teammates show up. I saw the LeBron James show up who believed he had to do all the heavy lifting and pull even harder in crunch time to be the kind of closer, Stephen A., that you like to talk so well about, but not the kind of player that can elevate this team to the level they need to be elevated in order to seriously compete for a championship.
Well, based on that dissertation, wouldn't it be reasonable to surmise that that would make the Toronto Raptors a threat to the Cleveland Cavaliers? Since basically it's about LeBron and the fact that there's no real clear number 2 option? Well, you know what? That's where I'm going. Because if there's a reason to be concerned, all the things that you pointed to ultimately comes down to the fact that the Cleveland Cavaliers, by losing last night's game, have allowed the Washington Wizards to pull within a half game of that number 3 seed within a conference. And as a result of that, if that would drop Cleveland to 4, who are they going up against in the second round? It would happen to be the Toronto Raptors. And that's the reason why you have to be concerned, which gets me to Wizards. Because, see, when I look at this team, let's call it what it is. John Wall, I hope you'll watch it. First of all, I want to congratulate him. I want to congratulate his man, Rich Paul, and those guys. $170 million. John Wall, you are set. Lucky you. Lucky you. Because these damn
170 million.
It's a fact.
Damn.
Now, that doesn't mean they're all better without him. It doesn't mean that.
Boy, he caked out for life. He ain't got to worry about nothing.
To be Max, because he's a baller. But I'm watching last night's game in Cleveland. And I'm watching the guys afterwards. And I'm looking at them walking around with hats that's talking about family over everything. And them praising and bloviating about how together they are. And you know what came to my mind? I never saw that when John Wall was there. It wasn't there. It just wasn't there. I'm watching Bradley Beal ball. Some dude named Tomas Satoransky.
Yeah, hey, I saw the game last night. Bradley Beal.
I mean, what the hell is going on here? I don't
balling.
know. He actually looks like he wants to play.
And he looked like a captain of the team. I mean, he is a captain, you know, at the wall, but yeah, balling.
Because if you're Cleveland and you're the number 3 seed, and you're devoid of that clear number 2 option, clearly a championship is out of the question. Do you have a shot to come out of the East? I'm still picking them to come out of the East because they got LeBron. But based on what you're saying, I'm saying to you, excuse me, if they're devoid of that number 2, if he doesn't have confidence in them, if he believes he has to do it all, and he doesn't have somebody to rely upon, then I'm looking at Toronto, who's familiar with one another, who may be tired of folks talking about how they don't produce in the postseason. And excuse me, you're going to have to go up against them. All because these Wizards have come up on the rear and are threatening to slide Cleveland back. So they have to sit up there and go against Toronto before they ever have a chance to get at Kyrie and Boston. And that's what's interesting me about all of this right now.
First, I want to point out that the point you're making about Satoransky, which is a very good one, essentially is he doesn't monopolize the ball. He's obviously not the talent John Wall is, who is. There are only a handful of guys.
Not one turnover, Max.
Yeah,
he didn't turn over the ball once last night. Not one.
It wasn't dribble everywhere and like
I mean, he been balling. The backup point guard, he been balling. I watched, like I said, I watched the game. He been doing his thing. I gotta give him his props. He been balling.
Essentially the thing that someone may infer you're accusing John Wall of doing, which is trying to take over, trying to do too much. He's such a prodigious talent. Satoransky, you saw Otto Porter, you saw the give and goes, you saw and by the way, Cleveland's defense got soft in the middle of that game. It looked a lot like the defense did before the trade, and that's because they were facing a team where one player wasn't trying to do too much. The ball was moving. As D'Antoni says, the ball finds energy. That's what was happening. It was addition by subtraction with Satoransky instead of John Wall, and that's a problem for LeBron. But I want to focus on Toronto for a second. This is what I think is their Achilles heel. They do what I just described better than anyone in the East, I think. They share that ball. The offense is excellent to watch. That's the way you play basketball. Right up until the tight moments of close games. A lot of their games aren't that close. They don't have to worry about it. But when they're up against a good team that puts them in a close game, they get...
All right, my JML family.
They start ISOing Kyle.
We're going to stop the video there because they're going to start talking about Toronto. And this is really about Cleveland. Do I feel any concern for Cleveland? All right. The way I look at it right now is I have no concern at all for Cleveland. Right now, hey, look. They only played 2 games together. Okay, it's only been 2 games since the new guys have came over to Cleveland. Okay, they had the All-Star break. They still learning how to play. They just got off the All-Star break. If you don't have a 9 to 5, I got a 9 to 5. Okay, when I get a little vacation, let me get a Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, and I got to be back to work on a Monday. It is hard coming back to work on that Monday. I'll be at my office kicking stuff. You know what I'm saying? Saying some words. You know what I mean? Saying some words. You know what I'm saying? But it is hard going back to work after you had a nice layoff. And that's what these guys was doing. They had the All-Star break. They had a nice layoff. Then they got to come back on Thursday night, play against a Washington Wizards team who was ready to play. They was ready. When you see Cleveland on your schedule, you're gonna get up and you're gonna be ready for that team. They was ready for Cleveland. Now don't get me wrong, Washington looks real good. Stephen A. Smith is right. Jay Wall, get back. Because them guys might be getting rid of you if they keep playing like this. The ball movement is great. They look good. They sharing the ball. They having fun. Bradley Beal is looking like he's the captain of this team. He's the number 1 option. So Jay Wall better get back. Stephen A. is right about that. But I have no concern for the Cavaliers. Kevin Love is not back yet. When he get back, he'll be that second option. Before Isaiah started playing, before the trades went down, Kevin Love was a 20-10 guy in Cleveland, balling this season. I believe once he gets back, he gets used to the rotation, gets used to the new guys, gets used to everybody, he will be the second option. I have no concern for Cleveland. So everybody pump your brakes. They took a loss last night. Like I said, it's hard coming back after you've been off for a while. They probably been kicking it in LA, shopping, sunny weather, you know what I'm saying, loving their little time off, and, ice tubbing it out, chilling by the beach somewhere, just kicking it. They was not ready for this game. And if they probably thought they could come back and just beat a Washington team who doesn't have a John Wall playing, they probably said this is easy. This is going to be easy. But they got to remember, y'all are Cleveland. You are playing with LeBron James. Teams are going to wake up when they see you on the schedule. But I have no concern. Just one game, one little bloop. Yes, LeBron had a bad game in the 4th quarter. No concern, no concern. Cleveland will still come out the East. They will still win the East. Now, I want to give it a few more games, though. Because I'm going to give them 5 more games. I'm not going to talk about the Cavaliers no more until after 5 more games, not including this game. Not to include the game from last night. They get 5 more games in my book. Then I will come back after those 5 games with a topic about the Cavaliers, and I will tell you if I have a concern at that point. But right now, I have no concern, okay? Like I said, just one game after a layoff, no concern. But my JMO family, that's your boy Big C's opinion. Now it's your turn to shine. Leave those comments at the bottom for me. Let me know how you feel about the Cavaliers. Are you concerned? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like everything I'm saying is correct? Leave those comments. Let me know. Also, let me know if you want me to talk about other topics. Let me know. I can just talk about topics. We ain't got to react to nothing. We can just sit here, have a heart-to-heart. We can talk about any sports topic out there. I'm your sports guru. So talk to your boy. Let me know. Leave those comments. Once again, appreciate all the love from my JMO family. Thank you for subscribing. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button. Continue to hit the subscribe button. Continue to hit the thumbs up, thumbs down button. I'm a big boy. I can take it if you don't like the video. But continue to let your boy know how you feel about him. Once again, thank you to everybody out there. This is your boy Big C, and I'm out.